Hey guys, it's Poxbro. Welcome back to another video. Today in Fallout 76, I'm going to be doing a Steel Rain patch notes update, and I'm just going to briefly and concisely go over all of the patch notes and everything that is included with Steel Rain, aka Season 5. Alright, so the patch has already been out and it is released today on July 7th. This is like the really quick breakdown or overview or the highlights of the update. So we have the second half of the BOS storyline, and this concludes the storyline. So there's new quests, locations, and rewards from the storyline. Then there's now legendary crafting. I would almost call it legendary rerolling. I wouldn't even really call it legendary crafting. And we'll get more details. I'll get more in depth about legendary crafting a little bit later. But yeah, so you can upgrade your weapons, armor, and power armor with legendary crafting. Now there's also Season 5 scoreboard with, the full new scoreboard rewards. If you're curious about the Season 5 rewards, I'll have a link to that in the description below. And now we have a bunch of different currency maximums increases. So they have the increased amount of caps, gold bullion, and scrip that a player can hold, as well as some of the daily vendor limits. And there's a new vendor, a gold bullion vendor named Minerva, which is pretty much like Xur from Destiny 2 if you've played Destiny 2. But essentially Minerva can travel around 3 set locations at any given time. And when Minerva's at a location, Minerva will be there for a little bit and sell gold bullion plans at a discount. And it can be like almost any gold bullion plan. So honestly, probably really good to always check in with Minerva because you can get plans on discount. And yeah, I'm still unsure if Minerva can give plans like the Gauss minigun when you don't have the Raider rep done yet. But honestly, it sounds like it's possible. So I would just always check in with Minerva. This is all of the download sizes depending on which update version you're running. I'm currently running the PC Steam version, so I've got a 7GB download, and the rest of the other PC versions look like they have kind of a big download, and console as well. I'm gonna go ahead and go a little bit more in depth on each of these now. For the Steel Rain questline, for the second half, you do have to be at least level 20 to complete it, and you have to have completed the other half. With legendary crafting, you can now turn non-legendary items into legendary items, or reroll your existing legendary item attributes, and even upgrade or downgrade their star ratings. Clarify this, you have to essentially, let's say you have a regular weapon, non-legendary, you can make it a 1-star, a 2-star, or a 3-star legendary with this crafting. And every time you make it a certain legendary variant, or a star rating, you will have a random legendary effect. So let's say I have a handmade, a non-legendary handmade, and I craft it into a 1-star legendary, it'll be a random 1-star legendary. Now let's say I got some more materials and now I want to make it a 3-star legendary. That same 1-star handmade I now upgrade into a 3-star legendary. But let's say it was anti-armor when I first rolled it, it's gonna re-roll again and completely randomized. So now it could be like a vampire's 3-star, or anything else. It just completely re-rolls into a new random. Each star is random, so it's completely re-rolling. And now that it's a 3-star, let's say I want to re-roll that 3-star, I could re-roll it again, but keep it a 3-star, and it's going to re-roll every single attribute. So getting the perfect 3-star with re-rolling is going to be really difficult because every time you re-roll, each attribute can change. So it does kind of make it more like legendary re-rolling more than legendary crafting. But legendary crafting sounds too good to be true. But yeah, so that's pretty much the system, and they use crafting components called legendary cores, and it also uses legendary modules, which is what we usually have right now. And when you want to go ahead and apply a legendary star to a weapon, you pretty much use it as if you're modding the weapon at a workbench. Legendary cores drop from seasonal events, public events, and daily ops. And legendary modules are available from the per usual. And this new legendary crafting system applies to power armor now, so power armor can become legendary. And you don't have to craft a new power armor suit, you just have to modify your existing power armor at a power armor station, and you can apply legendary upgrades as long as you get enough modules and cores for it. And this is a list of exceptions that are not available for power armor. Anything else that is on regular armor should be on power armor if it's not listed here. So auto revive, acrobats, improved sneaking, divers, unyielding, weightless, and limb damage are not available for power armor. Next, there's going to be legendary balance changes. So there's new legendary attributes. So we have aristocrats, we got juggernauts, and gourmands. And then for 2-star, we have last shot, we have single, we have steady, and inertia. For 3-star, we have Ghost. If you guys want to read the exact details, you can pause the video and take a look, or I'll have this linked in the description as well. For legendary armor and power armor attributes, we have Aristocrats and Overeaters. And then we have Gluttons, Fireproof, Warming, and Hardy. And then we have Doctors, Burning, Electrified, Frozen, Toxic, and Dissipating. And we have some 1-star legendary weapon attribute changes. So these are like buffs or balance changes. And there's like a huge list here. So we have changes to assassins, berserkers, exterminators, ghoul slayers, hunters, mutants, mutant slayers, nocturnal, suppressors, troubleshooters, and zealot. Most of the buffs is pretty much like all of the very specific damage ones, like increased damage for Murloc or ghouls. They're pretty much all buffed to 50%. And nocturnals no longer has a downside, and it's been a bit buffed. For 2-stars, we have Bashers, Hitmans, and Enhanced Vats that got buffed. The Enhanced Vats is actually pretty good, so instead of just 33% increased hit chance, it goes to 50% increased hit chance. And then we have Legendary Armor attribute changes, which is Assassins and Nocturnal for 1-star. Then you have Season 5. A new thing with Season 5, we have, all the cool rewards and everything, but now we have unlimited rank ups. So after Season 5, like if you reach rank 100 and you finish Season 5 really early, you can still complete these like unlimited new ranks that come after 100, or they're like, I guess, like challenges. And these challenges are repeatable, and they give you extra rewards such as perk card packs, legendary crafting components, consumables, in-game items, and even add-ons. So that's really cool. I think this was a feature that a lot of people were interested in. So now there's unlimited rank ups. Then I already talked about Minerva. There are some events coming up with Minerva, like a big sale, so I would say maybe start saving Bullion to spend on Minerva once the sale comes. And the Emporium runs Monday to Wednesday, and the discount event that runs from Thursday to Monday, and the items will rotate regularly, so it's just going to be a lot of different Bullion plans. And these Bullion plans that are normally only available at other gold Bullion vendors or by completing daily ops, so it could speed up the grind a lot. And Minerva can be for Atlas, Foundation, or Crater, but I'm sure people will talk about like where Minerva spotted for the duration on like Reddit or something. And then we have the wallet changes. So caps limit is from 30k to 40k, gold bullion limit is from 200 to 400, and from 5,000 to 10,000 for the limit of how much you can hold. Scrip went from 150 to 300 of how much you can trade in at the vendor, and then you can hold 1,000 to 5,000. So now you can hold a lot more scrip and a lot more bullion. I wish they increased the cap vendor as well, but at least they increased the maximum. Then we have a meat week coming up on August 17th to the 23rd, and there's all these new plans that are going to be rewards for meat week. And if you don't know about the pepper shaker, it is a shotgun and heavy gun at the same time, so it double tips into both types of perks. The atomic shop is now selling additional camp slots and special loadouts for the perk cards. Then there's a bunch of improvements and bug fixes, which I'm probably not going to go into, so if you're interested about this, you can go ahead and pause the video or look at the link in the description. In terms of perk cards, these perk cards were not functioning properly, but it looks like they did a decent amount of fixes. So Class Freak wasn't working, Dodgy, Electric Absorption, and Born Survivor. They weren't working as intended, so it looks like they did some changes to fix that. And yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know in the comment section below. And also let me know, like, what's your favorite part of the update? And yeah, until next time.